Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. Today is Friday, November the 11th. It is Veterans Day. And that, I think, is a wonderful,
Gotta love that.
amazing, special
Yep.
thing. If you know somebody who is a veteran or active duty, give them a big old hug if you can and tell them thank you for their service.
That's right.
Here's the thing that's interesting. We say that to people a lot.
All the time.
And you would not believe the number of times I'll have somebody say, you know what, I don't hear that very often. And I think that they should hear that all the time. So, again, I just think not just today.
And I'm very
either,
proud to
you know.
say that our children do that.
Yeah,
Anytime
absolutely.
they see anyone in uniform, they right away, or even with a Vietnam veteran hat or
Yeah,
whatever,
absolutely.
they always make the
Thank you
time
for your
to
service.
say, yeah.
And not just today, every day. Today is also a National Sundae Day, so like Ice Cream Sundae. And I'm actually really excited to chat with him. From the TV show Pawn Stars, I have Chumlee. I'm excited to chat with Chumlee. Heidi's over here rolling her eyes. I love that
Whatever.
show. I really, really love the show. I enjoy watching it. And they get a new version out. It's called Pawn Stars Do America. We're going to chat about that coming up.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Not really something to look forward to, but singles can expect cheap dates in the new year. The dating app Plenty of Fish has coined the term infladating, something like that.
Oh, wow.
After a survey of 8,000 users found a steep 48% of single millennials and Gen Zers going on more budget-friendly dates. Not surprising, given recent inflationary pressures and economic indicators, but one of the dating experts from Plenty of Fish says singles are feeling the financial pressure. So it's not surprising that infladating, so inflation dating,
I totally get it. I know.
or
what they're doing
taking
there.
somebody on a less expensive, more budget-friendly date will be probably more prevalent in 2023. U.S. stats show that yearly dating costs shot up to $3,030 in 2022 compared to $2,300 in 2021. So 3030, and it was 2375. So that's a bit of a bump. My wife and I have been married 23 years. Anything's a date these days.
Well, everything. I mean, even
We'll have a
just going
drive-through
out,
date.
even those have gotten
know.
expensive. It's like, holy cow.
Yeah. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that a huge storm is taking place in space, apparently? And a huge storm in space striking the Earth could lead to an internet apocalypse in the next decade. This is from researchers in Australia. They say this radiation would leave people online, their like online stuff gone for months, maybe even years. It could knock out satellites. It could devastate power lines. This mysterious, unpredictable, and potentially devastating event has been mapped for the first time using tree rings. Forests are a great observatory.
Okay.
That's a weird word for me to say for some reason. For cosmic radiation. With an archive going back thousands of years, scientists calculate that there's a 1% chance of this event happening in the next 10 years. 1%.
1%. And we're
Unfortunately,
talking about this.
there's no way to predict just when or just how severe it would be.
1%.
1% chance. So you're saying there's a chance. All right. We don't know everything. Thank goodness. Now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Johnny Knoxville found a new job that doesn't involve him getting knocked out. He's going to join comedian Eric Andre and American Horror Story star to co-host The Prank Panel. Take viewers behind the scenes of elaborate pranks And they're going to have prank spurts. These guys are the prank spurts because
Prank spurts.
Yeah, so it's going to debut in 2023. HBO Max dropped their first full-length trailer of Peter Billingsley's return as Ralphie and the upcoming A Christmas Story
I saw
sequel.
it. It looks so cute.
I'm in chats right now to get some interviews lined up with some of the folks from that. We're friends with one of the guys in the program, Scott Schwartz. We've had him on the program before, and I'm trying to get lined up all of the interviews. But coming out November 17th. So for those of you wondering, when can we see this? November 17th is
it
the
looks
answer.
so cute.
And Ryan Reynolds is trying to buy Ottawa Senators NHL team. So he's looking at buying a hockey team. So
Okay.
I'm not sure. I was thinking somebody said that he already owned one, but maybe this is what they were talking about. I don't know. He doesn't return my calls, doesn't return my letters. Ryan, call me. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Costco is selling a mega jigsaw puzzle. It's 29 feet wide and has 60,000 pieces.
Oh my goodness, where would you even put that together?
Here's my question. I don't know where you'd put that. You don't have a table big enough for sure, but I don't even think I would have a floor big enough.
No.
29 feet wide?
And most rooms that size would have carpeting, so
Yeah.
it's not going to...
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how you would put that together.
So
That's interesting.
I think this will probably be the kind of thing where they would do it at like a community center or something. How long would it take to do a
And
60,000 piece?
How would you put the center of that?
You'd have to climb
you'd
out
have to
there.
climb on
yeah,
it.
I don't know. I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm just saying that they're doing it. All right. Feds say 484 pounds of bologna and 285 pounds of cheese were seized at the Texas border. According to officials, it's the first time they've taken a lunch break before and after a raid.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding. So, yeah, I don't know exactly where this was being smuggled from or exactly why it was being smuggled, but bologna and cheese is what they were smuggling.
Okay.
A survey says over 90% of women get turned on when a guy cries at a wedding. Does that work for you, Heidi? Is that if we're at a wedding and I cry?
You cry at everything.
I do.
And I got to say, it doesn't really do
It's not working
anything
for you? 23 years of it, baby. Oh, I'm getting a little choked up over that even. Internet imploded over the weekend after Madonna posed nude on Instagram to pay tribute to her book that she put out, Sex Book Era.
Ew.
So, I don't know. I'm not going to go look. And this, I've been holding this now for like a week. I'm going to get to it before it's even more outdated. But if you have a lonely looking jack-o'-lantern or pumpkin sitting on your porch, don't throw it in the trash because they don't have to go to the landfill. There's some suggestions here. Composting pumpkins in your garden is a good thing. So if you don't do composting, if you know somebody who does, apparently they would probably appreciate that. I guess pumpkins are really good. And the other thing is donate them to like a community garden or a farm or a zoo because they might use them as a snack for the wildlife.
Oh, the zoo is a
It says
good
pumpkin
idea.
is a meal for many farms and zoos and critter types, so they can typically, unless you've painted them, with some paint that's not good or something, but if
I wonder,
you carved
would the
them,
smoke, though, on the inside
I
from
don't
a
know.
candle, would
No
that
idea.
be harmful?
Do not know. Scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday. We have a guest joining us today that you might know from TV. If you ever watch the History Channel, there's a show on there. It's called Pawn Stars, and our guest today goes by the name Chumlee, and they've got a new show called Pawn Stars Do America. Going to chat with him all about that. Chumlee, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, and how about yourself?
I am fantastic, and you guys got a new thing, Pawn Stars Do America. You guys are like traveling all over the place for this one, aren't you?
Yes, and it's quite a different experience than having people come into your home turf. You know, it's like a road game.
Yeah, I was going to say, usually they come to you, and you guys have like the home field advantage. Now you're going out to them, but some of this stuff is stuff that it would be really hard for them to bring to you, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, we definitely have some stuff that would be next to impossible to travel across the country with.
So of all the cool things that you've had a chance to see, I guess first we should explain for somebody that maybe hasn't heard of the show, it's on the History Channel. It's called Pawn Stars. People bring in really cool stuff, and a lot of the time you guys end up buying these things. You don't always buy them, but many times you do. Chumlee, what would you say has been your favorite thing that you've actually had a chance to see in person because of this show?
It's actually on this road tour, I saw a couple uncut sheets of Pokemon cards, which big fan of Pokemon cards and a big collector. And you don't see the uncut sheets very often, especially from that, 99, 2000 era.
So now, why would there be uncut sheets? They just never got cut when they left the factory, or people bought them that way, or why would it even be uncut?
So it just never got cut. I'm not exactly sure why it never got cut, but what happened is a company called Wizards of the Coast used to make the cards, and when they stopped making them, a lot of that stuff just walked out of the warehouse and came up for sale years later. So the exact story on why they're uncut, I'm not exactly sure, but they were definitely never supposed to be out in the public.
And we're sure they're uncut. They're not just taped back together?
Oh, 100%. I had an expert come out and verify them.
Now, other things that you guys get to see, I'm always fascinated by some of the stuff that walks through that door. But on this Pawn Stars Do America, where you're out traveling, you guys get to see a handwritten letter from George Washington, an American Revolution bronze cannon. I mean, there's some really cool stuff that people are going to see on this, won't they?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of really cool stuff. And that's the cool thing about, going out there. It's one thing to see a cannon that's in Vegas, but when you get out to the East Coast, you're seeing a lot of cool stuff. And, cannon, pretty hard to travel across the country with.
Yeah, that would be and I don't think they let you put that in carry-on for some reason.
No, I don't think you'd want to carry that on.
So now everybody knows you as Chumlee. Your real name is Austin, but Chumlee's been a nickname for like a long, long time, hasn't it?
Correct, yeah. It's been ever since I was 12, I have had the nickname Chumlee.
And
my friend's dad gave it to me from Tennessee Tuxedo, the cartoon.
Oh, yeah. Now, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people, when they talk about Pawn Stars, you're kind of their favorite. Did you know that you're like the fan favorite?
Everyone tells me that, and as long as I always tell them, just don't tell Rick. You're going to make my day a little harder if he knows.
And there are times that he's a little rough on you once in a while, isn't he?
I probably deserve it from time to time, but for the most part, Rick, he's pretty good to me, and I guess I do kind of push his buttons at times, so maybe I'm deserving of that.
Well, on the new program, Pawn Stars Do America, it's you, and it's Rick, and it's his son. You guys all kind of go across the country, is that right? All over the place?
Exactly. 8 different cities, and each city is its own episode, and just kind of going out to see what that area has. And
are all of the episodes already filmed, or are you guys still going out and doing more of these in the future? Where are you on that?
All the episodes are already filmed, and hopefully it's enjoyed enough by everyone that we will get an opportunity to go out and visit some more places and do a second season.
Nice. And when we've been to Vegas...
Which I think it will be taken good.
Nice. When we've been to Vegas, we've stopped into the store there, but it would be really cool to have you guys come to our community, to have you come around here. I think that'd be really neat. Chumlee, thank you for your time. I appreciate it a bunch.
Hey, I appreciate you having me, and thank you guys, and can't wait to see what everyone thinks about the new series.
I think they're going to love it. Again, Chumlee from Pawn Stars, and now also Chumlee from Pawn Stars Do America. It's on the History Channel. I've got a link to the information so you can watch a trailer, get all the details. And again, all of that is in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Your tonsils can grow back. If the tissue left behind, if they didn't get everything, they can actually grow back.
Really?
Yeah. Then you'd have to have them removed again. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There's a reply to the saying, liar, liar, pants on fire. Did you know that?
What?
I don't care, I don't care, I can buy another pair. That is the official response to that. So, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Movie theaters make about 85% of their profit off the concession stand.
I did know that.
Not from Heidi. She brings her own. I was like, you can't do that. She's like, oh, they're not going to stop me. Now as we're going to the
I'm
movie.
not the only one that
I have a little
does
sign
this.
that says, check her purse.
I'm not the only one
Check
that
her
does
purse. Yeah.
it. The Dollar Tree right next to the movie theater is the only one
That's why
whose
they-
candy aisle is always empty.
Our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In the 19th century, Shirley was a popular name for boys.
What?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
I knew you'd say that. All right, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! Brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. In a survey, more than 30% of singles said they would lie about this if they were asked about it on a first date. What is it? They'd lie about this. Weird thing to lie about, by the way.
I have no idea.
If they snore. Yeah.
Oh.
So they would lie and say they do if they don't, or they would lie and say they don't if they do. I'm assuming it's that one.
I'm assuming they would say they don't.
Do you snore? And you do, and you're like, no. Or if you don't, you're like, of course I do.
It's not like they aren't going to find out.
Let me ask first, do you like people who snore? All right, it's Mint Mobile question of the day brought to you by Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A woman is facing charges for hitting a golf ball and then throwing a golf club into the Grand Canyon. October 27th, Grand Canyon National Park's Facebook page showed a picture of a woman at the edge of the Grand Canyon South Rim, near Mather Point, with a golf club in the air. The caption read, "Do we really need to say, don't hit golf balls into the Grand Canyon?" Added, "Throwing objects over the rim of the canyon is not only illegal, but can also endanger hikers and wildlife." With the help of members of the public, the law enforcement identified this person, contacted this person, and it resulted in 3 misdemeanor charges, each of which could result in a fine of up to $1,000 each. So for those of you wondering, can I hit a golf ball into the Grand Canyon? No.
Sadly, I would have needed to be told that I couldn't hit a golf ball.
They
into
should
the Grand
probably
Canyon.
put up signs. I don't think I would have needed a sign.
There probably are signs,
Yeah,
but
I
I didn't know that.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't throw a rock either. There are people down there. There are, animals down there. It's just very dangerous. Imagine how much damage that could do. A lot. So don't do it. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I don't know if we're going to get through all of these, but I have a list here of famous people whose names we've been saying wrong, like Adele. Her name is not Adele. It's Adele.
Adele.
Adele. Yeah, that's how she says it. How about Rihanna? No, it's Rihanna.
Okay.
Who else on the list? Ariana Grande. She says, no, it's more like Grande.
Okay. That sounds the same to me.
Grandy. So, okay, she said her grandfather pronounced it Grandy, but her brother says Grande. So I guess you can just say whatever you want there. Lindsay Lohan. It's Lohan, not Lohan.
I've always said
Gal
Lohan.
Gadot. She says, no, it's Gal Gadot. You pronounce the T at the end. She's not French. She's Israeli. She's like, no, I'm not French. It's Gadot.
Okay.
Chrissy Teigen. She says it's Teigen, not Teigen.
Oh.
Or Teigen. And Charlize Theron. She says you pronounce the R with a slight roll. Throne. I'm probably going to keep getting that one on. The list goes on, but my favorite is the end. Jake Gyllenhaal. No, it's Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah.
What?
Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal.
No,
It is.
whatever.
That is what it says. I've got the list and the pronunciations in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is actually 3 quotes from Lily Tomlin. I love it when people say, hey, here's a couple, pick your favorite. Because you know what? I'm not going to pick a favorite. I'm going to do them all. I don't pick favorites. Here's a first one. I always wanted to be somebody. Now I realize I should have been more specific.
I
Lily Tomlin.
like that.
The road to success is always under construction. Lily Tomlin. And if love is the answer, could you please rephrase the question? Lily Tomlin. It's your quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of RadioTravelGroup.com. Get ready to hold back some tears, Heidi. A wheelchair-bound mother surprised her son with a tear-jerking dance on his wedding day by standing for her first time in 4 years.
I think I saw this video.
Yeah, I was bawling like a baby. 58-year-old Dee Dee Brown's son, Taylor, had said that he wanted to dance with his mom, but she told him to ask a different family member because of her battle with a degenerative nerve disease that left her unable to walk. She can only walk like a few steps and she has to sit back down. But on Instagram, she spotted the Zine. It's a mobility device fitted with 3 levels: sitting, bar stool mode, and standing. And it has like a bicycle seat design that lets a user walk and move. It arrived just a couple weeks before the wedding, during which time she got to practice using it in secret. So he had no idea she was doing any of this. Dee Dee and her husband Mark switched from her wheelchair to this Zine thing halfway through the ceremony. She switched to standing mode on the dance floor, and it didn't leave a single dry eye at the ceremony.
Oh, I bet.
Mark said Taylor couldn't believe that she was standing. He just started crying.
Aww.
Isn't that cool?
That's very,
I got to
very
tell
cool.
you, Heidi always makes fun of me because I get choked up over things, but I was a wedding DJ for over 20 years. Every single time the father of the bride would dance with the daughter, I would get choked up.
Yeah.
Because I would be watching this beautiful thing happen, you know.
And you're imagining your daughter. And
And
you're getting choked up right now. Just
can you
telling
even
people you get
imagine
choked up.
when our daughter gets married?
Oh my gosh.
I'm
it's
gonna
be-
need medication. It's like, what's going on with him? I don't know. Just everybody look the other way for a bit. All right, that's our good news. Somehow that was, it is good news. It kind of ends up making fun of me at the end, that's all. I've got a link to that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great Friday. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.